Namaste and hello. A knowledge more secret than the science of the breath. Wealth more useful than the science of the breath. A friend more true than the science of the breath has never been seen nor heard of. Those thoughts were written in 8th century India. Hello again, and I'm Lilias, and I welcome you to yoga class. How easy it is to forget that this breath is the bridge between body, spirit, and mind. Changes in your body affect your breathing. Oh, when you take a nice brisk walk, your breath will become faster and deeper. Changes in your mind affect your breathing. If you're anxious or fearful, breathing is rapid and sometimes held. And when you're feeling mellow, breath is slow and even. Change your breathing, and it affects your body. Pain clinics report physical therapy goes better when the awareness of breathing is used to perform the exercises. Changes in your breathing affect the mind. Oh, feeling a little worried, slow the breath down. Everything becomes even. And calmness returns. Feeling tired, a few deep breaths energize. The breath is a powerful ally for healing body, spirit, and mind. It is indeed a wise, a generous, and very dear friend. I find those words very inspiring, and especially when we do some little breaths that we don't even think about during our day. For example, a yawn. A yawn is something that's so spontaneous, it's just like a little jewel that you're given during the day. Even a sneeze will affect your nervous system. So yawning, if you just will do this with me now and think about it from a whole new different perspective, is something you do without even thinking. The body does it spontaneously. So it must be very, very important. So sit up tall, whether you're in your chair or seated with me, and I hope that you are seated with me in front of your television. All right, let's raise the arms above the head, all right? Raising the arms up and open the mouth wide. This stretches this big jaw muscle. Yes, good. And stretch and reach and open the eyes and then squeeze them. And then a good yawn. Oh, and a sound. Oh, again. Oh, because the sound is part of the breath, all right? Oh, yes. And again, look what's happening. You are stretching the rib cage as well. And now lower the arms down. Good. And just place your hands to the floor or to the earth in your imagination. And just be here in this present moment. Really know that you are here now. Let the breath exhale out and pull the belly muscle in slightly at the end. And then smooth inhalation in. Good. Now a sigh. Another spontaneous breath that we do every day. When you think about your body and your breath in this way, I become very, very appreciative. And I'm sure you do too. All right, let's stretch the legs out now in front of you. And flap your feet for a moment. And we'll do a little hip rock for the flexibility, to keep the flexibility in the hips, and just this is my right foot, so I put it in the inside of my left elbow, and let's go from side to side. A nice antidote for stiffness in the hips. And if this is painful or hurt in any way, just hold on to your foot. That's it, and go from side to side. That's it. You try to sit up tall as you rock. Make it slow, mindful movement. Not automatic, will you? All right, breathe in. And exhale. Just draw the leg in towards you and then extend that right leg out in front of you. Extend it. Hold on to the back of the knee. So you stretch the back of the leg just for a moment and then lower the leg down. Good, and then the other side. Left foot, right elbow, and then bring the arm around the knee. This is my left arm around the left knee. And then from side to side. You know, when I'm in my classes, I know how people get all confused with right and left side, but that's very understandable. That's part of the reasons you study yoga, is to become, oh, where am I? You know, we just walk around a bit asleep, side to side, but we're all this way, all right? Good. One more time now, just holding on to the legs, and then just sitting tall, exhaling slowly, listening to your body. It's probably a little stiff, first moves or so, and then extend the left leg out in front of you. Just extend it for a moment. Use the belly muscle to hold you steady, and then lower the arm down. Lower the leg down. Fine, and just sit cross-legged for a moment. A lot of our yoga postures, we use the hand, and the hands for downward dog, and if you're going to use the hand, you're going to use the wrist. And I'd like you to be very careful, aware about using the hand, and we're going to do this in a second. Watch when I just place it on the floor, and you do the same thing with me, and maybe we can kind of go back and forth. But what I want to show you when we use the hand like this is that use your fingers when you're on your hands, as we're going to be in a moment, and feel that you've got lots of little power points in both hands, and then that the underneath right here, that you've got little pillows like balloons under there, so that you're not jamming your weight down here into the wrist. And that will keep everything, the weight even, and then let the hands, the pressure of the arms start way about in your shoulder and then go down through your fingers out into the earth. And we'll explain that in a second. You'll feel that in just a second. So, remember the little balloons under the palms of the hands. Come on to your knees. Cat pose is a warm-up. It's also a breathing, give you a chance to breathe. Good warm-up for the spine. Place the hands beneath the shoulders and your knees beneath, a little bit perhaps behind your hips. Now let's just place them there. Place your hands. You know how a cat kind of kneads your thigh sometimes? You do the same thing with the earth. And then, remember those little pillows? And round your back. And as you do, feel the arms are just going straight down through your fingers. Hollow arms, strong arms. Then bring your chin to your throat. And then inhale, lifting the chin. Let the low back sag. But look here again. Not to hyperextend here. I'm quite flexible in my low back, so I have to take care. It's just enough to keep natural curves and maybe a little more. Exhaling, round your back. Pause. Inhaling. Lift the chin. So now the breath moves with the body. When you close the body, you exhale. When you open the body, you inhale one more time. Exhaling. You're also affecting now the back, muscles that are on either side of the back. And now sit for a moment right on your heels and turn your toes under. Try to stretch the toes and reach and stretch. And stretch and reach. That's good. And then come up onto your knees again, then into your cat pose. The back is straight like a tea table could be placed upon it. Bring the knees at this time now together, and then looking at your right hand, I'm going to open the knees just slightly. Look at the right hand and smoothly stretch your right arm out to the side. Inhaling, and we're going to open the chest and open the shoulders. Pause, exhaling. Let this right arm go down to your floor, shoulder to the floor, right cheek to the floor, and sink. And just think, this is a gentle twist to the low back. It's safe for most people's backs. And now one more time. Unthread the needle. Pull the arm out. Good. Inhale. Look up. And I like to put a little hand mudra here of thumb and pointing finger lightly together. That sort of adds a little exclamation point to the posture. Pausing there and then lowering the arm down. Let's do the other side. This is now for the low back and also for the shoulders. Let's swing now the left arm out. You breathe in. You look up to the thumb of your left hand. Close the hand with a little hand mudra. Pause. Then exhale smoothly. Have the exhalation, the movement move together. Left shoulder, left cheek. And just wait here. Pause. And then pull the arm out again. Inhaling last time. And then return back to your table, bringing the knees together, and just sit for a moment. And again, the mecha pose, extend and reach, and taking all the tension out of the low back. Good. Fine. And then back to center. Straighten your right leg back behind you, and just give the back of the tendons and ankles and calves a nice little added stretch here. All right, and then lift the right leg up. We're going to balance for a moment. Remember the little pillows now underneath that right hand. Long neck, like it's one piece from shoulder, neck, and skull. Lift the left arm up close to your ear, and not to hold the breath when it gets intense. No, little shallow breaths when you're not holding it, are you? Not holding the breath. Then hands back into your table pose again. Straighten the left leg. And let's stretch the back of the calf. Good. Lift the left leg up no higher than the shoulders. Right arm close to your right ear. A long, strong, balancing arm. That's that left arm. Remember the little pillow beneath the center of the palm. Continue breathing. And then return to your table pose. And let's just sit one more time on the heels and rest for a moment. Exhaling. Inhaling. Sitting up. Fine. Stretch your legs out in front of you. Out in front of you. And we're going to do a warm-up now for Navasana, your boat pose. Hands behind you. Before we do the warm-up, let's just close your eyes. And just so there's a little space between some of the postures, you're aware of a beginning, a middle, and an end, and being mindful of the moment. Yes. Then once the hands are grounded to the earth, lean back onto your elbows. And this would be like I would call a level 1 of abdominal strengtheners, lifting the left knee and then extending it down up to the ceiling, and then maybe a few inches off of the floor, and bend the knee, and extend, and down. Continue bending the knee. You're not straining your back here. Let's go on the opposite leg. Bend the knee. This is my right leg. And extend, and down. Bend the knee into your chest, and as you do it, try to tip the pelvis so that you're not arching your back. Even when you do this, your ribs aren't raised. And then down. Good. Cross your ankles and let's sit up for a second. Sit up just for a second and drop your chin to your throat. And this relaxes those muscles you were just using. Inhaling, lift your chin, raise your shoulders up. Good. Pause. Exhale. And just letting any tension from your shoulders just drain out your arms. And let's do now a level 2 for the boat warm-up. Hands are behind the hips just slightly. Right now you're sitting tall. You let your back soften in the soft C just slightly. Knees are bent. Now, if you're a level 1, that's a beginner today, go back to your elbows. Level 2, stay where you are, and draw the left knee into your chest. And really, here we want to tilt the pelvis, feel very grounded, the abdominals are working, and you're not straining your back. Then extend your left leg, and then down to an inch off the floor, draw the knee into your chest. And here the breath is not held, of course. I mean, I'm talking. I'm breathing slightly, and behind this contraction, Then we're going to do the opposite side. Draw the right knee into your chest. Extend. And down to an inch. Lots of things to remember. But as you practice, it gets much easier. And there's a reason for everything. And extend. And down to an inch off of the floor. Hold on to the thighs. Everyone, now inhale. Breath in. Exhale. Good sigh out. And just do a soft C with the back. Pull your belly muscle in. And now, boat pose. So here we are. We're on the sitting bones, leaning back slightly, and we're going to do it boat pose. Navasana is a balance that uses the strengthening of your abdominal area. And then lift the calves so they're parallel to the earth. And before you let go, find that center of your balance, and then straighten the arms. And you're breathing good, and then feet to the floor, breath in. Last time, soft C with the back. Lift, and then straighten the legs. If you're a little more experienced, straighten the legs. Arms are parallel to the earth, pausing, breathing, and then relax. Hold on to the instep. Breath, take a good breath in, and exhaling, good sigh, now out. This relaxes, acts like a counter pose. It relaxes the muscles that we were just using. The next nice posture, perhaps to follow the boat pose, would be your cobra posture. And in cobra posture, you'll just look at me just for a second. This is what I mean when I say, just put your hands right here in your navel area. Just put the hands in the navel area. And then the hands on the breastbone. All right? And then contract slightly. Now, lengthen this line from navel to breastbone. Lengthen it, lengthen it, lengthen it, lengthen it, lengthen it. That's the feeling and the movement that happens within that posture when we begin it. So with that in mind, you understand that, let us lie down and we'll do cobra pose. Look at your screen for a moment and notice that my hands are beneath my shoulders, arms close to my body, and notice that my neck and head are in one piece. Now you do the same thing, and what you're doing is setting up for cobra pose. Shoulders down from your ears, and now slowly begin to lengthen the line between your navel and breastbone. Neck and head are in one piece. Good. Coming up, and then slowly down, exhaling. And repeat. Inhaling, lengthening the line, navel to breastbone. Use your hands just for balance. Pause, and then exhaling again. Smoothly down. 2, 3, and 4. And again, inhaling smoothly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhaling. 1, 2, and 3, 4. One more time. Smoothly let your breath lift you. No pain in your low back. And exhaling. Again, smoothly down. Breath, body, moving in unison. And then after cobra, let's do a little variation here of bringing the right arm. All right, this is my right arm back. And then turn your chest to the left. And as you do this, you're turning the chest to the left. You're opening this little space right here in the joint of your shoulder. You're not resting on that shoulder bone. And then lift the opposite arm, that's that left arm, up and back. So the arms form a very gentle V. And look up to your ceiling. The breath flows in. And then just roll over, and we'll do this on the opposite side. Left arm floats downstream. The best way I can describe it. And then turn the chest to the right. My left arm goes back, the chest goes forward. And you're not up on this little bone here. It's not painful at all. Lift the right arm up. And the arms form the letter V. The legs really don't make too much difference here. This is much more for your chest. You're going to breathe in, look at your ceiling. And then release. Place both hands on your floor, come up onto your knees in pose of a child. It's a wonderful posture. It's a counter pose for those deep back muscles you've just been contracting, and then exhaling, just folding forward and relaxing. You can open your knees, or close the knees, put a pillow beneath your ankles if you feel very, very stiff. That's fine. Just relaxing those deep back muscles. Inhaling, sitting up, smoothly, slowly. Fine. And then come up onto the knees. Your Bhujangasana, that last pose that we did, is so important for your yoga practice. You're onto the knees. Let's stretch the left leg out to the side so that that left heel and knee form a line. Spine is straight. And you're going to inhale, lift the right arm up. Left hand is on the left thigh. Exhale, stretching to your left. Lean forward just a little bit. Stay out of low back, then back to center. Notice as we move that the breath moves with you. And inhaling, let the breath lift the left arm up. Exhaling to the right. Lean forward just a little bit. And then the arm, this is my right hand, travels down the shin bone. Turn, look underneath the arm if you'd like. Back to your center. Fine. And then sitting down. And let's stretch both legs out in front of you. And bring the left foot high in the inside of the right thigh. Inhaling, raise both arms above the head. And exhaling, body closes. Therefore you exhale. And just be kind to yourself today. And put the hands beneath, or the arms beneath that bent knee. And just pause here. When you're folded forward, the breath just is a little sort of a patter. It's very gentle and quite shallow. Stretch the arms way out in front of you, out in front of those feet, that foot. And inhale, lift both arms again above the head. Exhaling down. Any of the forward bends that we do are lovely to end the practice with. They soothe the nervous system. They quiet down. Let's breathe in as you lift the arms again, and we'll fold forward now. My right knee is bent. Hope yours is too, and tucked high on the inside of the left thigh. You're holding. Relax your shoulders. Not to strain in this position. Know where to go. So breathing slowly and comfortably, and now stretch the arms way out in front of that left foot. Inhaling, arms above the head, and exhaling down. Cross your ankles for a moment, and just will turn, just a very simple twist, to your right and to the left. I'm going to my left first. Pause. I just have one hand, this is my right hand to left knee, then the right hand is the left arm is behind me, and I exhale, and then release. And the other side, left hand, right knee, exhaling. And release. And we'll lie down now for our relaxation pose. Feet slightly apart. Inhaling and then roll down, vertebra at a time. Very slowly, feet well apart. And assuming now your relaxation pose. Lying down, feet well apart, arms away from the sides of your body. And place one palm of the hand on your navel. Your eyes are closed, lips are closed. And watch yourself breathing from beneath your hand. Do not try to change your breathing patterns in any way. Simply watch. Passively observe the movement as it expands and contracts. And on the next out-breath, open the mouth and a good sigh out. Notice how the belly flattens and flattens even more, and then let the breath flow in through the nostrils naturally. Can you feel your body expand? Good. And again, exhaling, belly area slightly squeezed in, and inhale through the nostrils fully, and exhaling out, and continue with the rhythm of your own breathing. It's your rhythm and not mine. But feel the ebb and the flow. Breathing in, I see myself as a flower. Breathing out, I feel fresh. Breathing in, I see myself as a mountain. Breathing out, I feel solid. Breathing in, I see myself as still water. Breathing out, I reflect things as they are. Breathing in, I see myself as empty space. Breathing out, I feel full. And then, stretching the body, if you would enjoy this, raising the arms above the head, rolling over onto your side, and then come up into a seated position. That lovely poem, that beautiful poem, is written by a Zen master, author, poet, named Thich Nhat Hanh. I hope I have pronounced it correctly. Wasn't it beautiful? So with that I end, and until the next time, namaste.